Listen, over the last 6 months, I reviewed dozens of companies. I looked at numbers. I talked to founders. I talked to top managers, and I noticed something strange. Imagine this: two companies in the same niche with the similar product, with similar size of the team, and one of them grows 30% per quarter, while other one drops 15%. And I started to think, how is this possible? I collected some data, I talked to people, and I found few real reasons. Today I want to tell you about one of them. It's about the set of AI tools the team uses, and most importantly, how the work is built around these tools. So here's the thing. In companies that really grow, one very simple rule works. Before they open a new job, someone always asks, wait, can we actually do this with AI? And only if answer no, they go and hire. In companies that stagnate, it's the opposite. They bought ChatGPT for everyone, they bought Copilot for the developers, and now they sit and wait for something to change by itself. But it does not change because the processes are still old. Now let's go team by team and look at what I actually see inside the companies that are growing right now. I'll start with the basic part, the things that should be there for the whole team, no exceptions. The first and most important one is Claude Max. And pay attention, I said Max, not Pro, or at minimum ChatGPT paid subscription for every person in the team. This is basically the second brain to think, to research, to argue with themselves. Next, Notion plus Notion AI as the internal wiki where all the company documentation lives in one place. For tasks, say Notion or Linear. And if you still use Jira, please just forget about it. Slack plus Slack AI for communication, plus different bots and automation. And something like Fireflies or Zoom AI for meeting notes. It listens to a meeting, writes summaries, and send you action items. Now let's talk about developers. For developers, basically, the only one Claude Code for everything, for small fixes to build full feature from scratch. One engineer with this tool really can cover the volume of 3 people by 2022 standard. I also want to mention Vercel and WeZero. For product managers, you literally write a text and you see what you want in seconds. Vercel itself just for instant deploy. Figma with AI features for design and prototypes. Next, let's talk about sales and marketing. For CRM, let's use Attio or at least Notion with integration. Attio finds context on LinkedIn by itself, write the first email. This is not HubSpot anymore. HubSpot somehow got stuck in 2019. And it's not the Salesforce with vendor lock for 3 years. It's crazy. To find clients, use Clay. You just describe who you are looking for and you get 1,000 target companies with context and context, which is also important. For content, like same Claude and ChatGPT for drafts. Now, the most interesting part, enterprise. Here's the basic layer. Actually, it is the same like I mentioned above. But there are 3 things I would add, and this is why it's important. So the first thing is private AI models, or as people call it, self-hosted, meaning it's not public ChatGPT, but the same technology installed on the servers of the company itself. And here's why this is so important. Right now, somewhere between 68 and 81% of employees in big companies secretly use public ChatGPT through their personal accounts. This phenomenon is called shadow AI, and all the confidential company data goes there. Client proposals, financial data, contracts, everything. And here's the concrete number for you. Companies where this happens at scale paid an average 600,000 more when a data leak happened last year. That's where serious players right now. And that's why they put AI into their own infrastructure, not just to save costs, but to control AI. The second important thing is a control system for how employees actually use AI. Tools like Reco or Talent Tech Governance, they show you who asked the model, what data was sent, and did the person leak something they should not. Without this, you can't really enter regulated industries right now. Finance, medicine, legal, they all require this. And the third thing is AI assistant as a living layer on top of your knowledge, corporate knowledge. And it could be integrated with Teams or Slack. The employee does not go to your portal. They just ask in chat and get the current answer right at that moment of work. Okay, now let's talk about most important part, money and economics. The software budget for the team of 5 people is around 30,000 US dollars per year. I don't price specific salaries because they are different for every region, okay? Now put your own numbers, salaries. The same volume of work in companies that stagnate is done by 25 people without AI. Multiply these 25 by the average salary in your market and compare with 30,000 on AI software. The difference is many times bigger than the software budget itself. And this is still not the most important part. The most important part is the time you don't spend on hiring, on onboarding, managing 25 people. So if your tool list does not have half of what I just listed, the question is very simple, like, why is your competitor moving faster than you? And the answer is simple. Please write in comments which tools you use and why they work or don't work for you. Thank you. See you in the next video.